This is our first look at Austin Butler's Feyd Rautha, the heir designate of House Harkonnen. The shadow lurking all the while is the villainous figure that Butler plays. While technically flesh and blood, his corpse-like, pale visage suggests a deadness that runs deep. Villeneuve prefers to save Feyd Rautha's full reveal for later in the publicity campaign, but even in this silhouetted image of the Harkonnen hunter-killer suggests his ominous nature and highlights his signature weapon of twin blades. Director Denis Villeneuve's comments, he's someone Machiavellian, much more cruel and much more strategic, and is more narcissistic. So that definitely is Feyd Rautha to a T in that description. Cunning, strategic, cruel, selfish, narcissist. What I found intriguing is these twin blades, and this looks like it could be as he's about to enter the arena on Getty Prime. So this could be our actual first scene with this character. This could be a still from that. This looks like curtains kind of coming apart to reveal him. And he has these twin blades. So this is a very interesting take on this character. So in the source material, in the novel, Feyd Rautha does fight with twin blades, one short knife and a long knife. And we see in this picture there's a white short knife and the longer knife that is black in his right hand. So in the source material, Feyd Rautha actually wears gloves that are white and black, and the white is to indicate poison. So that knife hand has the poison, and black indicates that knife is pure. White for poison, black for purity. So in this instance, Villeneuve has decided to go with making the knives themselves white and black. And he's actually very accurate to that. So in his left hand, that is where the shorter knife would have gone. So that would have been the poisoned tipped knife. On the right hand is that longer knife that obviously has the black blade now. I actually like how the knives have taken on that color scheme, and even the scene itself is in black and white. And if anyone knows about that scene in particular, obviously yes, white for poison and black for purity, but also Feyd has a very cunning mind, so you never know which blade has the poison. I think it's cool. Maybe it's easier to fight like that specifically when your hands aren't wearing gloves. Apart from that, it's actually very accurate to the source material. They have the length of the knives, they have it right in which hand holds the knife. And I'm wondering if they're going to have that indication of a poisoned blade, if they're going to make sure that we know that. Because obviously a lot of stuff that we know in a scene happens within the character's mind. We get to know what's up because we're reading the character's thoughts. So how they're actually going to portray, if they're going to introduce poison, how we're going to be able to know that in a visual representation. So how are we feeling about bald Feyd Rautha? It's definitely a way to distinguish his interpretation of the Harkonnens. Sting's portrayal is pretty famous, so I think maybe Villeneuve just wanted to help to distinguish his own interpretation of the source material. So while I wish he would have had hair, because I do think that would have contributed to him being looked on as handsome and beautiful, because he is. He's very handsome, charismatic, while also intelligent and psychotic. And I think that him being bald like the rest of the Harkonnens might just make him blend in with the rest of them. And he's probably going to portray that monstrous kind of look too. So the description of this photo in the Vanity Fair piece says that Austin Butler's Feyd Rautha is the remorseless killer who stands to inherit control of House Harkonnen. But I think in this shot, they just want to emphasize his warrior prowess and the knives themselves. Villeneuve said that he's saving Feyd Rautha's full reveal for later in the publicity campaign, so I'm guessing for the official theatrical trailer is when we'll get to see more from him.
I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe for more Dune and other sci-fi and fantasy news and lore. Thank you all so much for your support, and as always, have a very nerdy day.